The last couple of days I've been on the hunt to try and build one of the better, more efficient wood harvesters. Yes, I've been using the dev commands to do this to enable me to have all sorts and lots of materials available, but I've been trying to do it with the survival pieces. I know it's a little bit kind of over the top for survival, but I just want to see if it was possible. And this is where we started. Now this machine was hopeful. The idea behind it was to drive straight into the tree and the blades at the front would chop the tree down, but in doing so we noticed that the tree sometimes fell on top of us, which is why we've got these big blades on the top. So if the tree did fall on top of us, we were able to just mince it up and away we go. And this works for the most part. It could be a little bit better, or a lot better, but it was capable of doing what we wanted it to do. But it didn't seem very quick and it didn't seem very efficient, which is what led us to produce our next effort. It turned out to be the mower. So this was our next creation, the mower. The idea behind the mower was a case of, well, we were getting stuck on the tree trunks with the other one, and sometimes it wouldn't get everything. So I just thought if we put a lot of blades at the front, maybe we'd be able to just drive straight over the top of it, and it'd be really almost instant. It turns out that also wasn't the case. I mean, it did work a little bit better, but at the same time there were a lot of teething issues that we had with it that needed tweaking, and overall it turned out it wasn't all that great at all. Sometimes it'd get rid of the tree trunks, sometimes it wouldn't, but it wasn't as efficient and as hopeful as I first thought. So today I've been doing a little bit of tweaking. So Fant, if you know him, the guy who's been making a lot of scrap mechanic content at the minute and the genius that is designing in some various vehicles, dropped by and said to check out his. So I took a little bit of inspiration from his. He's got spinning blades that spin in all directions. And then that hit me. To break trees quick, you need to have lots of collisions around the tree so that it registers lots of different blocks. So we came up with this. So this was our next design. So the whole idea with this was these two blades will spin and make a collision, these two blades will spin and make a collision, and these two blades will spin and make a collision. You've also got a blade system underneath to catch any stray wood. So I thought maybe, just maybe, that would give us enough collisions to bring the trees down quick. Now, as you see, this has got a low ground clearance, so we have put in some pistons to enable us to go up a little bit just to get a little bit of height. Again, this seemed to work okay, but again, not as well as what we hoped. You'll see it is pretty quick and it does do pretty well. And it will continue to mush up the tree as you go through it, but again, it kind of didn't quite work as well as what I was hoping it to do. It was still a little bit slower, and those multiple collisions didn't really have the effect that I was hoping that they would have. It was a nice little concept, nice little design to try and check out the ideas behind things, but it just wasn't quite fully there. Which is where we've ended up with our fourth and so far final design idea, this. Now just bear with us on this because it's going to look a little bit different. It's a lot like the actual wood builder that I built in my own survival mode. And the idea behind this is quite simply, we get over the top of the tree and we just sit down on top of it. And we use multiple blades, as you can see underneath, there's a lot underneath, and we just obliterate the tree. Now this has got a couple of set of pistons. So we have one that will raise and lower our entire body. We've got one set that raises and lowers the blades. We've also got a nice little one at the back that will raise and lower a resource collector. Now the whole idea behind this was, we cut down a tree and the tree will fall in somewhat of a position. Once you've cut down the tree, you then have to straddle it. This, in terms of harvesting wood, is one of the quickest ways. In terms of getting over the top of the tree, it's also one of the slowest ways. So with this we can get over the top of the tree and over the top of the tree trunk. And then at the same time, we lower the blades and we lower the body. We just sit right on top of it. And in no time at all, they are done. And then if we lift the body up, the blades come with us, and we're able to collect all the wood. Again, over the top of the tree, lower the blades, lower the body, applying all of the weight, and in no time at all, the tree is just obliterated. It could do with some fine tweaking. Making it a little bit more maneuverable would be a great help. But for the most part, it works pretty well. It works like I wanted it to work. It's quick, it's pretty effective, but it does use 1,000,000 saw blades. Depending on the size of the tree, depends on how you want to go about this. You could have this literally the entire length of a tree, so that you're able to just simply get over the top of the whole thing, but as it is, it seems to work okay right now. The idea behind the resource collector being on pistons means we can lower it down to pick up the wood, and then we can lift it back up so that the refiner is able to do its business. What do you guys think? Do you think there's better ways, quicker ways, or ways that we can develop even further? I'd love to hear. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Bye guys.